are these people?
One of the things that we did talk about is there's a new publication out on Substack, which is your favorite place to read things, I know. All right, now.
Coming to a Substack newsletter near you.
She hasn't started one yet this week, but Cara Mariana did.
Yeah.
Now, she already has her own previous publication. She also works with Patrick Lawrence, who writes The Flautist. And now she's starting one called West Bank Alerts. So these are, and I wanted to bring this because this is important, stories from people on the ground. She says that because she's been there so often, and I read this and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. We have to bring this because not many people, unfortunately, in our circles are going to hear this. And I think you can all subscribe for free and get these. So she says, note to readers, I now announce the launch of a new Substack newsletter devoted to keeping readers up to date on events in occupied Palestine, West Bank Alerts. Since returning from the West Bank at the end of May, I've received almost weekly updates from friends and contacts there who describe a rapidly deteriorating situation. These missives arrive by text and email. More than once, I've received phone calls. They include heart-wrenching descriptions, a 7-year-old beaten by Israeli soldiers, and often include videos and pictures, burned olive groves, destroyed homes, settlers, and Israeli occupation forces raiding villages. Okay? As these updates arrive, as several did while I was working on my first 2 articles for the Palestinian Voices series that she's writing, my emotions fluctuate between rage and grief. It seemed to me that a new and unexpected responsibility has landed in my lap to find a new way to report on these situations and events as they happen. It's taken me several weeks to determine the best way to do this. West Bank Alerts will focus solely on presenting updates from my sources in Palestine. These will be brief news flashes rather than lengthy essays. Publication will depend on the flow of reportage coming from Palestine and my workload. I'll do my best to keep as current as possible. West Bank Alerts is an experiment, very much a work in progress. She was not trained as a journalist, and she thanks everyone for their patience and support. And together, she hopes that we navigate this new terrain. Our input and comments will be welcome. So, yeah, let her know how you think, what you think. I assume this additional work with a sense of urgency, every one of us is now called upon to do all that we can to support the cause of freedom and justice for the people of Palestine. And she's making it freely available to all. Again, winterwheat.substack.com. This will all be in the descriptions and in our Substack with all the links to everything after the episode's over. Winter wheat. And she actually published something today, Israel's 7-front war, just 5 hours ago. So she's already starting to get this going. And I'm here to support her for that for sure. I think that's awesome. So thank you, Cara. And we will definitely be subscribed. I already am. And we'll see what comes out of there and what else we can share with everyone. And I think we've been seeing a lot of the stuff in our news feeds also. But this is another way to document that in case anybody's account gets zapped or they decide to censor any of this stuff, this is just another place you've got to put it to make sure that people see it. We're all getting squeezed, everyone. So if there's any way that you're able to, we know it's tough out there for everyone. Couple of bucks. Again, Sarah was really generous, and she was able to help us out with some money this weekend. And we're trying to get Jesse a new computer. We had a part blow on Reef's machine. I had a power cable thing blow on my machine. This is the regular stuff that we deal with on a daily basis just in order to be able to do this stuff. So anything that anybody can do to help, certainly it's appreciated and necessary, because we're not getting sponsor money and we're not getting advertiser dollars, and you guys are the only people that we depend on for any kind of funding and any kind of support. So we deeply appreciate it.
Bye.